Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. welcome. So, yeah, new overlay, new style, new vibe, new everything. So, yeah, this is basically a little test I'm doing of my new overlay. In fact, you know what? I want to change the stream title to reflect that. Let me just do this little thing. There it is. Okay. So just a quick update on the title. Yeah, so let me just really quick test the audio. Yeah, it's working. So, okay, so I'm really happy with this, with this new overlay. Basically, as you can see, we have like a ton of new things going on. So yeah, my camera, okay, I have a really cheap webcam and that's all I can afford right now. But if you observe, for example, where the webcam is sitting on, is like some kind of space panel, which is like the theme of all of my new branding is basically based on this. It's like this style is basically inspired by vintage posters like sci-fi from the 50s and 60s and all of that. And yeah, so I think it's really nice. I'm really happy with like the style I came up with. You can also see there's plenty of things animated. The space background is like scrolling with some nice parallax. You can see like the title, working on Voyager, has a couple stars there animating. You can see the smoke, like the little clouds in the, like here and there at the borders of the title thing. Those are animated too. And yeah, so this is kind of like just a new format, a new style to my stream, and also to my studio Neptosmic, which is basically I finished creating a logo. So if you're watching from YouTube, you will see that the profile image from on YouTube is new. It's basically, that's the Neptosmic logo. And you can also see like on my Twitch profile, on my Twitch channel and the YouTube channel, you can see like all of the new style. Of course, you can also see the new stuff here down in the About section. A couple new things too there, so the panels are like with the new style too. So yeah, that's amazing. That's really cool. And I have this. This is basically the overlay I have been preparing and building on Unity. So this is basically a Unity app that I open and then capture via OBS. And I'm using StreamerBot to get all of the information for like the follower count, the latest follower, the viewer count too, and also new follows and everything will appear in the top title. So you can see there I have some automatic cycling titles that, for example, will say, I don't know, type Discord to join the Discord or stuff like that. So it's amazing. I'm really happy with this, and yeah, it gives like a fresh look to my stream. The only thing that's concerning me, that of course it's like I can modify that if that's needed, but the screen size, like you can see I created that little like screen with that vintage look. So that monitor screen where I'm like capturing my real screen, that's basically not too big. Okay, so it's like a portion of the screen, and since I'm programming and doing stuff, like my concern is that the text is not really readable at that size. So I might try a couple things if like people start complaining about that. If then I get some comments about like oh, I can see, or text is too small or something like that, then I can basically try to, for example, set like a new zoom level on my Windows screen, basically. So that's one thing I can do, which is like, yeah, everything is going to be bigger, and that's fine. I don't care. I don't mind. That's one thing I can try. And the other thing is to basically reaccommodate everything in this layout. So this is basically the main scene. You just saw the intro scene, which has like the countdown, and also I have like a really basic be right back screen. I can show you really quick. The thing is, my microphone is going to get muted. I'm going to explain that right now, but this is my be right back screen. Okay, so it's really cool. It's really cool. And yeah, so as you can see, every transition is like animated in like animating the overlay itself. It's not like a transition where like one screen fades into another one. This is more like everything is an object in the overlay, so I can do whatever I want, basically. So just to show you, for example, I have like a full screen, quote unquote, theme, which is this one. Okay, so in this screen you can see like a lot better, but I lose like a lot of things. Like I don't have chat right here, I don't have like the followers or anything. It's like just the screen, and it's not even full screen. You can see like it's cropped, and there's like some panels and like some overlay stuff. But the screen is much bigger here, and I plan to use this to showcase some specific stuff when I need to, for example, or for example if I go into focus mode or something like that. So that's something I can do. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, this is, yeah, you can see the cycling title, support the project via exclamation coffee. So you can just type that in the chat and you will get the link to go into Coffee, and you can donate there. That's truly appreciated, and that could help my project a lot. Okay, so what other thing can I show you? So basically I do have chat integrated into the overlay. So it's something I'm making, like I'm not using Stream Elements or Streamlab, I'm not using any of that. I'm doing everything on Unity using basically StreamerBot, which is this little tool, okay? So yeah, basically that's what I have right now that's what I'm using to get all of the information, like I said before. And yeah, so the really cool thing about this is that I can scale this like infinitely. It's really amazing, because for example I can add, like I can create scenes for everything I want. I can do them, I can build them in Unity, and that's like the possibilities are endless. That's so cool. So, yeah, so I forgot I was going to mention something, but yeah, so let's just test the chat. I am going to say hi, okay? So then you can see my message down there. Okay, so one thing to notice, and like I realized this today when I was testing, you can see like my screen, the screen I'm capturing, like my desktop, that's basically being Chrome, like green screened. Okay, so what's happening in the real overlay, that screen has like a big green rectangle, and then in OBS I'm basically chroma keying that part and then capturing the screen from OBS, because I tried capturing the screen from Unity. There's a plugin that I tried, but it didn't work really well. It was like making some artifacts when I build the app, like the overlay, and then I open the real app, like the Unity app or the overlay. When I opened that, like the capture of the screen was really glitchy, and yeah, I don't know how to fix that, so I just went with this solution, which is fine for now. So yeah, what I was going to say, since that is basically doing like a chroma key on that color, on green, some things, for example, like the not so great thing about that is that inside the overlay I cannot use green colors, for example. So one thing that's happening, you can see, for example, in the chat right here, when I send a message, you can see my name is like with a weird color. It's like it doesn't look right. That's because my name color in the chat, the color of my name tag on Twitch chat, is basically like a turquoise color. It's really like light blue greenish color. So that's being chroma keyed out, and that's what making it like look really weird. And like one simple solution to that is basically setting one like specific colors to the users on the chat in the overlay. So in Unity, basically I'm receiving the message, the username, the message content, and the color of the name tag, and I am applying that to respect the color that the person chose in the Twitch chat. But yeah, if someone like chose some kind of like green color, that's going to not look good. In fact, maybe the name doesn't appear at all on screen. So I will have to basically change the color of the name tag on the overlay. So yeah, that's something I will have to fix. And in fact, let me just go here. I have everything here. I will just tell you a little more about that. So here I basically have to set specific colors to name. So one thing I can do basically is I can set colors, specific colors to followers, specific colors to subscribers, and then a specific color for me, specific color to Nightbot or Nightbot. So I can just say, for example, Discord, and you can see in the chat. So you can see my name is like kind of, it doesn't look right, but Nightbot color looks amazing. So I can just set one color for the Nightbot, then one color for me, and one color for the VIPs or VIP users, another color for followers, another color for subscribers, like I said before. and that's great. I think that's something that could work. So yeah, yeah, basically that's my idea. And well, so that's the thing with the new overlay. I'm really excited with this. I hope I can expand this thing. I have another couple ideas. For example, this for the Be Right Back screen. I have this idea which I could do in a couple hours. I think that you can basically, while the Be Right Back screen is on, so when I'm away, you can play some kind of Arkanoid minigame. So you can see here like there's the bricks, the ball, and then you have like the bar down here, and you have like 3 positions. So basically the ball, my idea is that the ball moves really slow, okay? And then you can type in the chat, you can type like exclamation P1, P2 or P3 to set the position of the bar, okay? And that will have some kind of cooldown, of course, because if everyone is typing, like, it's going to go crazy. But I can set some kind of cooldown to the bar, and then it will be set to the position 1, position 2 or position 3, and then you can play like some kind of like a mini game in the BRB screen. Basically, that's a really cool idea, I think. And yeah, but that's not, I didn't implement that yet, but I will be doing it at some point. But yeah, I have like the most basic stuff right now. I have my intro scene, I have my main scene, I have my hey Lou, how you doing? Okay, so yeah, I can see the color is really broken. Okay. I can see the color is a bit broken, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm also like the emojis. You can see the emojis are like I don't know. I use a Google phone that has emojis. So yeah, I will have to fix that. The chat color, the name tag color on the chat. That's something I have to fix. But yeah, so like I was saying, I have the most basic scenes for now. I have the intro scene with the countdown, that's great. I have the main scene. I have a BRB scene, and then I have like the outro scene, which yeah, that's like in some kind of like basic way. So yeah, that's great. And you know what the best part is, which is really fun? I'm basically controlling everything from my controller. So you can see here, let me just go into OBS. So I'm using my controller, okay? You can see like this is getting chroma keyed because my camera is being captured in Unity too, in the overlay. But basically, you can see if I press, for example, this button, I will press it right now. See this, watch this. Okay, so I press that button and my scene, my overlay changes the state into the full screen mode. So I don't need to have like a Stream Deck or anything like that. I only need to map the inputs of my controller into scene changes. Basically, that's all I need to do. So that's amazing. That's really fun. So yeah, so basically it's getting kind of hot right here, right now in here. So if you don't mind, I will basically go and change a little bit. So give me one moment. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. So what's great is that I'm using StreamerBot to get the inputs from my controller and also changing the scene on OBS, and what that and also muting the microphone in OBS. So when I change the scene to the BRB scene, or for example the intro scene or the outro scene, my microphone gets muted on OBS and I don't have to go manually and mute it. So that's amazing. Really cool. So yeah. Okay. So I think we should, yeah, you get another cycling title there for the Discord. Okay, so let me just check really quick my audio just in case. So yeah, that's all good. Okay, so let's get into Voyager dev, shall we? Okay, so okay, so I will be fixing some stuff. Yeah, right now I don't have like a lot of viewers or followers or anything, so yeah, I will have to wait for people to follow me to see if the alerts like work. When someone follows, the what's supposed to happen is basically the title is going to change the color, and it will say like person followed is now following, and then the follower count is supposed to update, and of course the latest follower name should also change. So we will have to wait until somebody follows or subscribe. Well, you can't really subscribe right now because I'm not an affiliate, so we'll get there, I hope. Okay, so let me check some stuff right here. Okay, so back to Voyager dev. Okay, so basically we can go through what we were doing in the previous stream, which was on Wednesday. So let me just go here and here. Oh yeah, I need to also update all of this because everything is using like these colors, and I want to have everything with the same colors as this, so as my my new branding. And yeah, I will do that another time. So yeah, yeah, in fact, let me just go here and say perfect. Okay, great. So back to the workstation. So here we are basically working on let me just grab this, and yeah, in fact I need to grab this and just make it transparent, okay, because I don't think I want yeah, that's fine. Now I'm going to grab this and also say this, but maybe how can I just go to main reset instance? Okay, that's perfect. Reset instance, that's great. Okay, so this is basically what we have to do. This is our tasks basically. So let me show you really quick what we have been doing for the past couple days. Well, for the last couple weeks, I should say. basically, let me just disable that. This is the new starfield logic. Like visually is the same because the starfield animation going through the starfield is the same as before, but now all of like the system is now changed to basically just do an animation of traveling a certain distance and going into a new constellation, and that's basically it. And I have this little check here, and you can see that's great. That's also great about my new overlay, that before I had my camera here. You can see like my mouse, I hope. And I had my camera here or there, and that was not really great, because if, for example, I had some thing that has, for example, a lot of stuff in the inspector, you wouldn't be able to see. You weren't able to see what's down here, but right now you can see my whole screen, so that's great. Okay, I keep going into different directions, but yeah. Let me show you really quick. So if I press here, you can see there's like an animation for traveling through the starfield, okay? And then it slowly starts decreasing speed until it stops completely. And here the idea is that basically you will see the constellation. So that's basically the idea, okay? And I'm thinking about like a couple ideas. One thing could be that, for example, when you are traveling, every time I press, you go like, it does the animation, okay? So one idea I have is that maybe at some point you start seeing the constellation really small, okay? And then it starts like getting bigger and bigger, okay? And then you see it like in the full space, and that's it, okay? So that's one thing. And then my other idea is that that's one option, to start seeing the constellation far away and then it start getting closer and closer. And the other idea is that it appears only here, okay? Hey, Prosto Cotilo. Sorry if I destroyed your name. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. So basically that's the idea. I said it correctly. Okay, that's great. Prosto Cotilo. Okay, that's a cool name. That's a cool name for sure. So, welcome to the stream. Yeah, my English is not the best. I'm not a native English speaker, as you may have noticed. But yeah, I'm trying to do my best. So, okay, so... Oh yeah, and the other thing I did, I don't remember if I did it on stream or not. Maybe that's why you said it correct. Oh, so you're basically not an English speaker. No native English speaker can do it. Oh, okay, okay. So my native language is Spanish. I'm from Argentina, so yeah, maybe that's why. Hey, Asriel, hello. Hello, hello. You're the first person to chat ever on my YouTube stream. That's so crazy. So, hello, welcome, welcome. So yeah, Prosto. Is it okay if I call you Prosto? Where are you from? Yay. Okay, that's great. That's great. From sad place. Sad place. I have no clue. I have no idea what that is. Sad place. So if you say sad place, maybe I can think of like maybe weather, like cold weather or something like that. And I'm not sure. Maybe give me a couple more hints. You happy? You don't. What are you making? So I'm making, basically I am creating a game. Let me just show you, I can show you a video really quick. So this is called Voyager. It's like a pixel art 2D game. It's an action game where you can explore an infinite universe, kind of like No Man's Sky. Think about No Man's Sky in 2D. I don't know if you are familiar with that game. It's not here. Yeah, I'm on the wrong folder. Here, devlogs. Okay. So, I'm creating this basically. This is what you see when you're on a planet. Heard of that name, but nothing more. Okay, so it's basically a procedural game where you can explore an infinite universe, and yeah, for example, you can see that planet in the sky. So that planet, you can go there if you want. So, did you play Starbound? I like visual. Thank you. Oh, Asriel, I just saw your question. Wanna know what game I think is hard to make sometimes? Of course, yeah. What game is it? Looks like a gas giant. Yeah, it could be, of course. So yeah, the idea of the game is that you have to explore planets. The planets are basically dominated by a race called the Vectorialis, and that race is colonizing every planet and corrupting everything, and yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. And you have to go planet to planet, basically destroying all of the Vectorialis. So you have to basically liberate the planets. Okay, so yeah, I know Starbound. That's great. So yeah, that's basically the idea. You have like an infinite universe. You can go into stars, like planetary systems, and then you can go into the planets and explore and kill, like destroy the enemies. And once you liberated the planet, you can go into the next one, and that's the basic idea. So you can see, for example, this you can explore. So I'm using here like prototype tiles, but basically the different colors represent different materials. So the blue tiles are rock, then the pink tiles are basically dirt, and then these like orange or red tiles are sand. So yeah, I'm basically making the distribution. You can see like the planets, the terrain on the planets is procedurally generated, kind of like in Minecraft. So yeah, and then you can explore and find NPCs and upgrade your weapon and all of that stuff, basically. I've made an FNF game, so that will be Five Nights at Freddy. On my channel, FNF means, yeah, Friday Night Funkin'. Oh, okay, sorry. But I've made a mod and posted it on my channel. My favorite part of the whole mod is posted in the comments, but the hardest one has to be, have you heard of Bonetail? I have not heard of Bonetail. Sorry, my typo. It's okay. Don't worry. I understood the message. Don't worry. Interesting project. Thank you, Prosto. Thank you. So yeah, that's basically what I'm creating. You can see like, what else can I show you? For example, this. I created this little thing to test the combat. You can see it like when it detects you, it turns into yellow and tries to attack you. And you can escape. You can see like you have some parkour, like mobility. You have like some jetpack mobility too on the player, and you also have like a gun, and you will have like different kind of attacks. And yeah, so that's the idea basically. Just continue what you've been doing. Okay, thank you, Prosto. So yeah, I wanted to show that, and yeah, so I am showing a little bit of the blaster here, so you can see like you can shoot like that. It's some kind of hit scan weapon, but you will have like all sorts of different kind of weapons basically. And yeah, for example, here I'm showing like the generation of the planets. Those are generated entirely with shaders, so we have like an infinite amount of variations. That's great. I tried to make a 2D game, didn't finish. Okay, so it's not easy. Finishing games is not an easy thing. I'm just like starting to work on this regularly, because I started this project like a couple years ago, but I was working on it like a couple times a month, and then I abandoned the project for another couple of months, and then like sporadically working like that. And I started this year working like more time on it, and yeah, that's messed too much stuff. So yeah, I would say oh yeah, so I have a message from a YouTube user that's watching the stream on YouTube called Asriel. It's saying, tell Prosto to use Game Maker, it is easier. And that's a good advice. That's a good advice. Although I would say, if you want to start making games, Game Maker is fine. It's like beginner friendly, I think. It's like, it could be a bit easier to understand at first, but the only downside to Game Maker is that when you want to jump from Game Maker into another engine, let's say you want to go into another engine for X reason, okay? The only downside is that like all of your knowledge and how you so the thing is that all of the things you learn in Game Maker don't really apply on other engines. So that's why I would recommend, for example, Unity or Godot. Those are really cool. I'm using Unity for this project. But like, if you're starting, I think it's not bad to use Game Maker at all. You can use it and use it forever if you're only going to make like 2D games and that kind of stuff. That's perfect. As you said, Asriel, Game Maker helps with beginners and 2D games. Yeah, that's totally correct. But if you want to then start like pursuing a career of game development, I would say it's better to start on Unity or Godot. That's my advice. That's my opinion, of course. You can use whatever you want to. I'm making a game on own game engine. I'm fine, thanks. Oh, okay. Then forget what I said. Then if you're making your own game engine, then you're far more experienced than me. Like, I don't have like that kind of knowledge to make like my own game engine. That's really hard, but it's really a good thing if you can do that. Of course, for example, I'm creating this game in Unity, and Unity has like a billion things that are not needed for this project, and that makes the compiling time and the building time and the game size when you export it is much bigger than it should be. But yeah, so it's hard but fun. Yeah, I would. I think, yeah, like I imagine it will be fun. Like I don't know if it will be fun for me. I'm not like a software engineer or anything like that. I'm like, what's the word? I learned everything by myself. So yeah, maybe that's like a more fun thing to do for like a software engineer, or like it's fun for me. That's perfect. Yeah, of course. I do know a couple developers that also program their own game engine. That's great. So yeah, I'm going to get back to working on this. So yeah. Okay, so another thing I was doing was this. So when I click this, you can see like there's sometimes there's like moments where a lot of stars appear, and there are moments where less stars appears, and I'm logging this here. So as you move forward, and this is simulated, this is not real 3D, I'm simulating this in 2D. And basically, like when you move forward, there's a tick rate of for spawning the stars. Okay, so when you move forward, every X amount of time, like a portion of stars will spawn and then go through, like do the movement, the 3D movement. Okay, so every time that happens, I'm printing this, which is the amount of stars that are being spawned. Okay, and for this I'm using Perlin noise. Okay, so let me find this. Okay, I think it's this. Okay, yeah, so for the T value of the lerp, I'm using a Perlin noise. Okay, so the good thing about the Perlin noise is that it gives random values, but in a smooth transition, in a smooth like intervals. So there's not like 10 and then 50 and then 3 and then 15. So you can see here, for example, 23, 22, 20, 19, 18. So all of those numbers are like the intervals are not like a big jump from the previous number. That's basically a smooth noise, which is the Perlin noise. And yeah, so that's great, but I want to exaggerate this a bit more. So what I want to do is basically use the power function, okay, of the Perlin noise not of the Perlin noise, but apply like a power to the Perlin value, okay? So that will be noise, and I could even use another noise layer for the power that is going to be applied to the noise value, okay? So I could do that, but for now, let's try doing, in fact, first, let me just check something, because when I'm creating shaders, I often use noise, and I use the power function for the noises, okay? So let me show you once Unity finishes loading, okay? So for example, if I go here and say pow, okay, pow pow, you can see here, the higher the value, the more extreme the change is, okay, between the values of the noise. So I can basically make it go like this, or I can make that, for example. So what I want to do is apply some kind of value to this, okay? So I can say, for example, 4 here, and then use this value here, okay? And then I can go here, and we can test this. And the idea is that as you move forward in the star field, you're going to see patches of like a lot of stars, and then patches of emptiness, okay? So that's going to give some really organic look to the star field. So let's try this and see how it does, how it works. So let's try this, okay. Okay. Yeah. So maybe that value is a bit too much. Let me see here what else I can do. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to can I just close this? Okay. Let's do another thing, okay? Float power value is going to be this, but I'm going to use this but in another place, okay? And then power value. So this is going to go from 0 to 1, and then I can multiply this by 4, okay? And this is going to give me really varied like, yeah, I think that should work. If I set 5, for example, here, let's go here again, and let's hit play here and just test and test and test. Okay, so let's do this so we have like a little more room to see. Okay, so also I should disable that UI thing. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, so it's like it goes here. Okay, so I think I'm going to go lower on this, maybe, because like yeah. maybe that works better. Let's see. Also, I should like serialize those values so I can just test them easier in play mode, instead of like just exiting play mode and changing the value and entering again. That's really dumb, but that's fine. Okay. So, you know, I should do this. In fact, let me just power value. Okay, it's going to math lerp. Okay, and that's going to go between -1 and 5. Okay, and this is going to be t, and then I'm going to clamp this between 0 and 5. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, I need another of this. What am I doing wrong? Oh yeah, I'm doing everything wrong. Math. Okay. Yeah, I think I should do this. I'm getting lost on my own code. Maybe I need another. Yeah, was it. Okay. Okay, so this is basically going from -1 to 5, okay? And then this is clamping this to go, to not go below 0, okay? And this is going to, this is a purling noise, okay? And then this is the power. I'm using the power noise to lerp the max amount of stars, okay? Oh, I see. Okay, so yeah, so that's fine. Okay. And rounded max goes from 0 to, yeah, I think this should go from this, not 0, from minimum to maximum, using the noise value as the T. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay. Okay. So let's try this again. Yeah, I would not spend a lot of time on this, so I shouldn't spend more time on this. I think this is going to be fine. Kind of. Yeah. So this is going from 2, 3, 4, 1 to this. Okay. So what happens if I... Let's just go here and define star proximity to connection, constellation. Okay, so here. Then I'm going to spawn tick rate. I'm going to say public const float, and this is going to be star how do you say, let me see one thing. Okay, so So how do I translate this? Cumulus. How do you say it?
Cumulus.
Cumulus. Okay, anyways. Star cumulus. Is this the yeah, let's say it's 5F for now, or maybe just 4, and just use this as this value, okay? Okay, so Perlin noise. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go back here and let's see what happens if I, oh yeah, so I need to change this because this is 5, okay, and this is clamping it. So what happens if I don't clamp this at all? What happens? Like, yeah, let's see what happens there. It shouldn't like cause any issues, I think, but I'm not sure. So let's check this, see what happens. Okay, test travel, okay. 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 So this should be fine, but I think this should go even lower, so like that. But the thing is, if I go too extreme, the numbers that are going to appear here are not like, yeah, let's see what happens if I do this. Okay. Okay, so here, test. Okay, there's a lot of stars. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think this was fine the way it was before, so I'm just going to Control C everything. And you know, I think this is fine. Let's do float noise, and I'm going to store this in that variable. Okay, so noise, and then here, that's wherever. Okay, and then here, yeah, I'm just going to use a Perlin noise, and I think that's fine. That's totally fine. The way it was working fine, so I'm not going to mess with this anymore because I want to go to start with the next task. Okay. So how is everything looking so far? The stream, everything is fine. Yeah, the frame rate, I think it's fine. everything is good. So I was having a couple issues with my GPU. It's basically crashing when you like overload it. So when you like start doing like yeah, some overloading on the GPU, it basically crashes, and it doesn't crash the PC entirely, but it blinks, the screen starts blinking and does like a couple weird things, and then it resets, and it stops. But sometimes it gets stuck doing it like over and over, and yeah, that's not really good. But it's not doing that like right now, so I think we should be fine. So let's test one last time. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's totally fine. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is so the next thing is basically show the constellation. Okay, so let's see here what we can do. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I should modify this here too. Okay. That's great. So okay. So let's think about this for a bit. Okay. So, travel to constellation, okay? And now here I'm basically setting this like a random constellation, okay? And here I'm not doing anything with this, okay? So I think right here I should like fire some kind of event. Like I can fire an event here, and that's going to be the most like the easiest thing, I think. But I could also have a reference here of Starfield system and just check this. Well, I will have to. Well, I have a constellation system reference here. So should this? Yeah, I don't think that's. Yeah, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this Starfield system. Okay, Starfield system, and basically Starfield system is going to throw some events, like fire some events. Okay. On travel Starfield, basic constellation properties, target constellation. Okay. On travel started. Okay, and then So I basically will do this. Okay. And then here, set on complete, and then I can do something like this. On travel completed, invoke, not that, basic constellation properties. Okay, so let's see, like, well, this should be subscribed to those events, so on enable and on disable. Okay, and then I'm going to subscribe to those events on travel started. Okay, on travel started, and then I'm going to unsubscribe here, and I'm going to implement this method. Okay, so what this is going to do basically is receive the constellation that was created. Okay, and from here, well, just it will create a real constellation out of this. Okay, so travel to star. Okay, so yeah, okay, hide constellation, create constellation. Okay, so yeah, I think I should subscribe that. Yeah, that's perfect. Basic constellation, I had the method already. Okay, so what the hell am I doing here? So distance, blah blah blah. Okay, sorted stars. Okay, distance. Yeah, so what am I doing here? Stars distance equals blah 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 sorted. So what am I doing? Oh, okay, I see. So, you know what? What else I need here? I need like, yeah, this is like I'm setting the position of the line renderer to basically draw the constellation connections. Okay, so basically this should be vertical alpha is 1. Okay, okay, let's see how we can just modify this. I have the constellation properties, that's great. And I'm am I constellation lemur? Okay, so when I create the constellation, I'm using the one that's passing the basic constellation properties here. Could I give you a suggestion? Yeah, of course. If you reduce stream quality to 720, it will be easier for more viewers to watch. 1080 is a little laggy. Okay. Thank you for the advice. Yeah, the thing is, since I'm not an affiliate right now, you can't really change the quality of the stream on Twitch. So I think that's that option is enabled once I get affiliate. So yeah, in those cases You could stream in few qualities if your CPU can do it. I don't know what you mean, but there's an option in OBS. Yeah, like I think what I know you can do in OBS is just set the output quality and the frame rate, and that's it. So you send that to Twitch or to YouTube. And for example, on YouTube, you can set the quality, like you can change the quality of the stream, but on Twitch, right now, you're not able to change it because I'm not an affiliate on Twitch. But you will have much more outcome traffic. So you're saying it's something I have to do on OBS? Like, I had a couple streams, like I'm streaming right now at 60 FPS, and I was streaming previously at 30 FPS. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could stream at on multiple qualities. That's what you're saying. So I can just set it to output like different qualities, but your bitrate will increase like 3 times. Yeah, my bitrate is already double. So I'm using 5K for the bitrate. And I'm using a plugin that basically grabs my output and sends it to YouTube too. So I can stream from one OBS instance. I can stream for to Twitch and to YouTube at the same time. And that's basically doubling the bitrate size. So basically I'm using 10K right now. And yeah, my internet is supposed to be fine with that. Like I don't see any frame loss, or like it's great. It's not having any issues. But yeah, I think maybe what I will do is just try lowering the quality to the output quality to 720p, and yeah, maybe that's going to be better. So I'm not only streaming at 1080, but also at 60 FPS. So yeah, that's a bit intensive for Twitch, I think, like for most of. But yeah, the only reason I changed it to 60 FPS is because when I was streaming a couple weeks ago, I was streaming at 1080p 30 FPS, okay? And there were some cases, some streams that for some reason I was able to change the quality of the stream on Twitch. So if I went, for example, on my mobile, on my phone, I open the stream and then it gave me the option to change the quality and set it to, I don't know, 480p. But that happened a couple times, and now it's not available anymore. So I don't really understand. I think it's something that has to do with the affiliate thing. But yeah, in any case, I will I will try next stream to lower the quality so it's not too heavy for the internet. So for every user, I mean. So yeah, thank you very much for the suggestion. I will take that. I will have that in mind for the next streams, and I hope I get affiliate at some point. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. So back to this. Basically, this thing is creating the, well, it's receiving the basic constellation properties, and then it's creating each star of the constellation from scratch. Okay, so that's great. And yeah, I think that's great. And also also, it's creating the observable constellation. So that's great too. So here, once I create the constellation, that happens. Okay. In fact, I'm going to use on travel completed. So I will do that once we get into the location of the constellation. Okay. Once the animation finishes. And what I'm going to do is just I'm going to, yeah, here's the thing. I have to basically create quantized positions, which I have a function for that. So I have to position all of the stars in the thing, in the space, and then connect them. But right now, I'm just going to print blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, great. Okay. So play. Oh yeah, I have to pass the reference. Oh man. So constellation. I don't know if this should be a child of Starfield. I'm just going to do this and just have that like separated, and I'm going to say system and Starfield. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now I have to add the thing. Okay, then I don't need any reference here. That's okay. Let's hit play and see what happens. So let's do it. Okay, the FPS. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So now the constellation got created. Okay, that's amazing. So now I should basically check this. Okay, UID, current star UID, basic properties. Okay, coordinate, this is the coordinate. Okay, that's perfect. Star count 3. That's weird. Like, that's possible, but it's funny that that's the case. 000574. Okay, star connections. There are 2 connections. That's perfect. And then like now the thing I need to do is basically show those stars in the screen. Okay, so how can I do that? Okay, so that's the thing we are going to do, and that's going to be done here. Okay, so basically I have to yeah, let me think a little bit about this, because like I need to have a reference to the stars. Yeah, I need to, yeah, this should be decoration stars. Okay, and then I should have another list which is going to be constellation stars. Okay, that's perfect. So here, decoration stars. I'm basically creating yeah, I'm creating a pool right here. Okay, And then the constellation stars should be created like this. Okay, here, instead of using this, I should create them like this. Basic constellation properties dot star count. Okay, and then stars positions. Okay, that's perfect. And then decoration is not, this should be constellation stars. Okay, so that's constellation stars. And I'm going to instantiate new stars. Okay, blah blah blah. That's perfect. Okay, so now what am I doing to get this? Okay, so this, like, ox list. Okay, so sector division 64 with sectors, height sectors. Yeah, this thing I did like a couple years ago, and I like barely remember what it does. Like, I know what it does, but how it works, basically, I don't remember. So sectors, and yeah, this is like so let's like try to simplify this a little bit. Float x is going to be this, or maybe I can just say vector 2 sector is going to be vector 2.0, and then sector, and then here sector of x is going to be this, and sector dot y is going to be this. Okay. And okay, what? Why is it a vector 3? That's weird. So this is a vector 3, but I'm only assigning the, yeah. I don't know why I did that, but anyways, can I just, yeah, that's great. And y is going to be that. Okay, perfect. So that's great. That's great. So sector division divided by 2. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Like, what is this number? Like 310 and 10 and then 180, like, and also I'm multiplying that by 2. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Like, I know I'm quantizing the space, like the positions on screen, I'm quantizing that, but like yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to go simple with this. And I'm just going to do something here. So let me just here, not here, but here, these constellation stars. Okay, maybe I should I should get those from here. Okay, but how do I access that? Do I send it through a parameter? I think that should be the case. Here, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do list of star.star constellation stars. Okay, I'm going to do that, and here I'm going to receive. Yeah, I should basically subscribe to Void on travel to constellation, and then here basic constellation properties. Okay, and then here list star.star stars. Okay, and then this one should do create constellation basic constellation properties, and then there should be another method to do like the connect. So this should be like public void show constellation, and I think this should be like that, and then list star.star stars, and then for stars.length count stars I got set. Is there something like, yeah, transfer position, what's new, vector 3, let's say like how the screen is going to be 4.8 divided by 2, so 2.4, and then 1.35. I think that's it. Yeah, that's perfect. So I'm just setting the position of the stars there. Okay, and I'm on this. Okay. Okay. And here I should send this as the parameter. Okay, and also here. Okay, so that's great. And now here I should say show constellation. Okay, and then stars. So I just want to see if the stars are getting placed where they need to be. So let's just check that. Okay. Travel, okay, blah blah blah, yeah, blah blah, traveling. Okay. Okay, they appeared up there. Oh yeah, I see. So this is 0, 0. Okay, maybe this is 0. Yeah, the center is 0, 0. Okay. So it's working because like you can see this is basically at like half the width of the screen divided by 2 and the height divided by 2. So that's basically this position. That's amazing. So now what I need to do is basically, this is going to be the like not easy part, which is basically position the stars based on the real like positions they have. But the problem with that is that I don't like I have to do that here if I want them to start to basically spawn far away, and then they are going to be moving, okay, towards the camera. So I have to think about how I want to do this, because like, yeah, so basically that's what I need to do. This is what I need to do, okay? I need to manage decoration stars. Okay, so this is going to spawn like set starfield star, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, and also I also need to go here and init saved set starfield star. Okay. Init saved position, blah blah. Okay. So I think I have to do this, and I have to basically remove this, okay, and zboss is going to be that, so max z, and then what else, main texture, color, render material, transfer position. Yeah, so maybe I need to do this, and then when I set the position, okay, so this is basically the sprite, and I'm going to set a position, and the position for the star is going to be, for example, here on all sectors, sorry, I'm setting the position like based on the available positions on screen. So what I need to do is basically set the position at some point like on the screen, okay? Okay, so at some point on the screen, and then they are going to move like towards the camera. So how can I do that? So let's see how this works first. So to set the position, I'm basically going to say vector 3 pos equals new vector 3 blah blah blah, and here pos.x is going to be is there like the screen size or something like that defined here in the tables? General, okay, screen width, height, okay, that's perfect. Okay, that's perfect, yeah. Okay, so here I can use position X. So this is going to be like the position of the star is going to be oh yeah, so here I need to get the vector 2 int grid position. Okay, so this is the grid position. So grid position dot x, and this should be utilities dot remap helpers dot remap. Okay, this, okay, grid position dot x. So okay, so grid position dot x. What is the thing I want to remap? I want to remap the position dot x. Yeah, that goes from it goes from 0 to tables dot constellation dot star positions total. Yeah, that x. And then here, so it's going to go from 0 to the max, okay, in x, and then like the out minimum is going to be tables dot general dot screen width. So screen left border, I think that's it, into the right border. Right border, I think that's right. So let me just grab this and say okay, and then I'm going to, yeah, so that's what I'm going to use here. Screen W min and then max. Okay, so that's going to be the X position, and then the Y position going to be basically the same, but for the Y. Okay, so that's going to be screen H min. Going to be green top border, and then okay, so I didn't want to do that. Screen that and then that. Okay, okay, okay. So that's why. Okay, so this is why that goes from 0 to blah blah blah. Okay, and then here I have to say pos. Okay. Oh yeah, and pos.z is going to be z pos. Okay. Okay. So now that I created the constellation stars and I have to set them, yeah, I need to star, new star is going to be like this, new star, okay, and then new, oh yeah, this has to be star dot star, okay, and then new star dot set constellation star, Okay, and here, what I need to do is basically, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. I have to, like, in order to have the information of the stars, like the color and all of that, I need to create the constellation beforehand. Okay. So yeah, I don't think this event thing is going to work. I think because yeah, I need to manage the order of execution of the things in a different way. So yeah, but I'm going to take a little break right now. So I will be right back in a moment. Hey, hey. I'm back. Okay, so the stream overlay is like working really nicely, so that surprises me. I was hoping everything would broke, or I don't know. I will watch the VOD anyways to see like what happens and if there's something that broke or something, if something looks bad. But I really like how how it looks, and it's working really smoothly, so that's amazing. Although one thing that I will do is what Rosto said, which is basically I'm going to lower the quality. I'm going to decrease the quality of the stream because right now Twitch doesn't give all of the quality options on my stream, and that's a shame. But yeah, I think 1080p and 60 FPS maybe is a bit too much to be the only option available. So yeah, I'm going to do that for next stream, but yeah, right now it is what it is. I'm not going to restart the stream right now because I don't want to. But yeah, let's continue with this. So yeah, here I'm firing like an event to blah blah blah. So like I think there should be something that tells the Starfield system and the constellation system that like gives these systems the constellation properties that you are going to travel to. Okay, so that's something we should receive here, and then and then the constellation system should create the constellation, and after it's created, the Starfield system should basically create the constellation stars and do all of the things. So I think that this is like, it doesn't make any sense, okay? And this like event thing is not going to be used for now. I'm going to do it like another way, like in a different way. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is basically go here and say I'm going to add the reference here to the constellation system. Okay, and here I'm basically going to say constellation system dot create constellation. Okay, and then I'm going to pass through this, and then here, okay, I will create the stars based on the constellation system dot properties dot stars properties dictionary. Okay, so maybe that's what I should so what's the dictionary? I can only access the dictionary via I can only access by the seed, but I also need to be able to access this list another way. So how can I do that? You know what? I'm just going to do this, and when I add, like, oh man, I'm adding everywhere. Okay, so I'm just going to say stars list dot add star properties. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to bother like, in fact, yeah, I can't create like a function out of this, because like in one of them I'm using like another seed, and in this one I'm using a different seed. So yeah, this is similar, this is similar, this is not similar. So yeah, that's whatever, that's fine. Right here I'm going to say stars list index I, okay, and here set constellation star, and then the grid position is going to be okay, so here I have to make sure that the star, when I create the star, basic properties. Okay, am I using the same indices for the stars? Because like this list, the stars positions is arranged in a certain way. Okay, define stars positions. Okay, stars positions equal all positions plus index. So yeah, I think star properties, this should have its own reference to like the position properties in constellation, position in constellation. Okay, so where am I? Star properties in constellation. Okay. I think I should have like a properties in constellation for this, because I do have like this. Yeah, and you know what? Maybe. Do I need to separate that into its own class? I don't think so. Honestly. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm just going to simplify this just for like the purpose of just making this simpler, and like I'm just going to say, oh yeah, I do have like a lot of, yeah, I'm going to leave it like that, and that's fine. What I need to do is, after I do this, I have to set the properties. Yeah, so when I create the stars here, create star, new star properties, blah blah blah, star properties dot set properties in constellation. So what's this? Position in constellation is going to be, I need to have an index. Okay, I need to have an index. int index. And I have to go here and say basic properties dot stars positions, and then pass the, not like this, and use the index for that. And connected stars, okay, so that's a different thing. Connected stars, what's this? Properties. Yeah, I think I'm just going to comment this for now. And just do this and just this, okay? Right now, the only thing I need is the position in the constellation, okay? Okay, so then here I can just pass in, okay, pass in the position. And what's happening here? Okay, so here I basically need to say I, okay. And then here, set constellation star. Okay, so the grid position is going to be yeah, I think like I can just pass here the, and then the CPOS, which what? Manage decoration star, blah blah blah, all screen sectors, move, travel speed, all screen sectors here. So what's the Z? Oh yeah, so this is the thing I need, okay. This is just going to do this, okay, that's empty. And here I need to do that. And then right here, instead of this, I don't need to do that. I only need to do properties dot properties in constellation dot position in constellation, okay. So this needs to be vector2 int, okay, and vector2 int, and then here I'm passing that, okay, so yeah. First, I need to set grid X is going to be this, and then grid Y is going to be that, but Y, okay. So here I basically need to say grid X, and here is going to be Y like that. Perfect. So here I'm going to say vector 3.0, okay. So that's it, I think. Let's see what happens. So, oh yeah, but I'm not moving them. So after I create them, okay, I create the constellation, then I create the stars, okay, based on the properties, okay. Constellation properties, I instantiate a new star, then I set the constellation star, which needs a star properties, which has the color and all of that, and all of the variables. And then the C position, which I don't remember why I'm using that, but it doesn't matter. And then I need to move it, okay? I need to move the star, okay? So this is the hard part, okay? Because right now I need to so basically what I need is to move them, okay, move the correlation stars, okay, and then I also need another one for the normal stars, okay. So I need, yeah, I can have like one method that says move stars and that's it. But no, I can't have that because I need like a move constellation stars, okay, load T. And the thing is, okay, the thing is I need to move them. Yeah, I need to see something, okay. I need to basically when I instantiate this, new star.gameObject.name is going to be constellation star plus I, okay? Okay, so what I need to see now, what I need to understand is how to move the stars towards like the closest range, okay? And yeah, for that I need to add this as a variable, okay, starfield system. Maybe this is not being used, okay, so yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's see this, what happens with this. Let's just move the, like, let's just travel, okay, across the star field. Okay, so this is good. Okay, so what happened with my constellation stars? Those should be at the end. Okay, so that's correct. They are at the end, okay, and then the positions, okay. Okay. So properties in constellations. So that's 532100. Okay. 6055. Okay, so I think I'm remapping, like I'm using the wrong values to remap. Okay, so it doesn't matter because they are positioned like somehow. Okay, so what happens? I need to see what happens. Oh yeah, this is going to, when I travel again, this is going to create another set of constellation stars. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. What I need to see is this, okay? Okay. Yeah, so what I need to do is basically when I go here, instantiate this. So first I need to clean the previous constellation stars dot length dot count is that. Then I have to do this, and then constellation stars dot count. And then I will basically destroy. Okay, and then after that I'm going to clear the list, and that's it. Okay, that's fine, that's awesome. So that's one thing I need to do. And then the other thing I need to do is, once I create the constellation stars, I need to set the position for them, okay, so that the let me do I need to do move constellation stars, okay, and I'm using T here, okay. Okay, so this is for that, and then here I need to do move the constellation stars. This color for the comments is really dark. I don't really like it, like on this theme. I really like this theme, the colors, it's amazing. But the color of the text on the comments is really dark, and also when I select it, I can't even see it. It's really weird. Okay, so basically what I need to do is move this, okay, move constellation stars. And how do I move them? Okay, so first of all, I need to set them at 0, okay. I need to move them from, okay, move, set, constellation star. So this is not going to work because like yeah, I need to make like I need to calculate the, I'm setting a velocity, okay, and I'm traveling for like a next amount of time. So one thing I need to do is basically try to make the stars go into the positions yeah, you know, I am going to try this really quick. So this is move with velocity, and then I will have another method for this called move with curve. So so this is what I need to do basically. Well, not this, because this is doing like that crazy thing that makes them move like in a 3D way. But what I need to do is here it's say basically, yeah, here I need to say float t, okay, and here I need to say vector 3 pos equals vector 3.0, okay, and then here I need to say pos that x equals pos pos.z is going to be max c, okay, and then pos equals vector3.lerp from, oh yeah, I need to do like from vector 3.0. Okay, so I need to lerp from that. Yeah, I need to say start pos is going to be vector new vector 3. Okay, 0 0 and then max z. Okay, that's one thing, that's correct. And then I have to say vector 3, not with the space. Okay, the position is equals pos. Okay, but here I need to say from start pos to, so here instead of doing of like setting the position here, I'm going to what the hell? Why Unity engine? System numerics. Okay, I don't want to use that at all. So vector 3, okay, and then here I'm going to say 0 0 z pos. Okay, and then I have to store the target position. Target pos. Okay, so now target pos is going to be pos. Okay, I don't need to do that. Okay, and here what's weird is that it's like the position is, yeah, it's a bit weird because grid X goes from 0 to star's position X. And what's this? What is this doing? So yeah, here is going to be target pos, and then T is going to be like the T, of course. But basically yeah, maybe like I need to say screen width. Okay, so screen W, then screen H, which is height. And instead of using this, I'm going to say screen width, and then here screen height. Okay, so that's basically that. And then from here is going to go from minus that and minus that into that and that. Okay, I pressed a random key. Okay, so that's the target position. Okay, so I need to check what's happening here. Because I feel like this is not setting the position correctly, but we'll see. Travel to constellation. Here I'm basically creating the stars. Then here I create new constellation stars for the star field, okay, and then I create and set constellation stars, blah blah blah, and then here move constellation stars, and then move constellation stars. I have to go through all of the stars in the constellation list and say constellation stars I dot move with curve, and then use T as the factor basically. So that should work. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we'll see what happens. So what should happen, what I think it's going to happen, is that the stars are going to be spawned at 0 0, okay, and then they are going to expand until they get into the positions, like in the final positions of the constellation, which I don't know if that's going to look like good, but we'll see. We'll see. So let's do this. Okay, yeah, so that's already not working, I think. Okay, so yeah, so what happened was basically the opposite. Yeah, and you know what? That makes sense, because I'm doing this. Oh wait, why is T going backwards? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm doing like, let's see, float. I will do math.lerb from 0 to 1. Yeah, from 1 to 0, and then use T. I think that's what I have to do, because it starts at 1. Okay, yeah, that's what I have to do. Okay. I think, at least that's what I think. But we'll see if the position is getting set like correctly, because I don't think it is. Like, this is lerping between start pause and target pause, and target pause is basically being set by this. So yeah, I don't know, man. Let's see. Okay. 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 Stars. I'm not sure what happened, but minus 1.2, minus 1.8. So where are my stars? Oh yeah, so they are... Okay. So how is it possible for this one to be on 0043? Is this correct? Give me one moment. I'm back. Okay, so what the hell is happening here? So yeah, I have no idea what's happening here, so I'm going to have to do some debugging. basically. Set constellation star. Target pause. Okay, let me think a little bit about this. So grid X is this, okay? And grid X goes from 0 to started positions.x, which is 8, and y is 6, okay? That's correct. So this is going to be remapped. This remapped from here to here to screen. So what's this? 4.8f and then 2.7f. So I think what may be happening is that maybe this is being like, yeah, this is a float, so that shouldn't be an issue. This is an int, okay, so let's do this. Yeah, this is not needed. So that's what I thought. So let me think about this. Let's just test this one more time and just see what's happening. Because there's some stuff I don't understand. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, that's not created yet, but if I go here and say that, then this is moving. Okay, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So 7, 4. That's the position. Then this is 2, 5, 2, 3, 3, 4, 0, 0. Okay, so this one is 0, 0. And this should be, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So what am I doing wrong? What's this position? This is minus 2.3 and minus 3.4. Yeah, you know what? I'm really dumb. I'm really dumb. And this should be divided by 2, and this also should be divided by 2. So I think, yeah, left border is minus. Yeah, this was fine. But I'm going to just use this because it's faster. Okay, so this. Can I do this? Yeah, it's not needed. Although this is, oh yeah, this is a float already. I'm so dumb. So this, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so then I can basically just shrink this and multiply it by 3, for example, or by 0.5 to make it like, okay, so it seems like it doesn't need the parentheses. So, so this is going to be float screen, like screen factor. It's going to be this. Screen factor, okay? So that's great. So let's test this again. I'm going to set it to 1 for now, to just to see what's happening. Okay. So let's see what's happening right now. Okay, so UI is going to disappear, and then let's see what happens here. Okay, so that's moving. Okay, the position is 1, 2. Okay, so yeah, right here you can't see, like you can't really tell where they are, but this one is 0, so the position is there. Okay, that's amazing. That's great. Okay, that's great. That's great. But like, why? Oh yeah, I can see those. Can I? Like, if I move it like this, yeah, this star is there. This one is this one. Okay, this one is this. This one is this. And this one is this. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so so can I just go here and dim all of the sprites? Oh my god, sprite. And let's just do something. Okay, I'm going to try something to be able to. Okay, I'm going to say this is really dumb, but I want to try something. Okay, so if I go here and say sprite, okay, so I grab all of this, but not the ones that have A. Oh, okay, so I can't. What did I grab? That's not a sprite. So all of these are sprites. So where are the things that have another component? So every star is like a different instance. That's not great. I think thousands of instances. So why can't I just like, is it here, around here? I don't know, man. Oh man. So maybe there's like one sprite somewhere that has other components. Oh man, this is really annoying. So if I go here like this, let me just go like this, little by little. Okay. So I'm going to, it's going to take like 1,000 years like this, but it is what it is, bro. So the sprite that's making it hard is this one. Okay, that's the one. Okay, so I'm just going to do that so that it doesn't appear again. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do is basically this, which is like, I'm basically, as you can see, I'm basically dimming down, like making all of the stars more transparent, so that Yeah, that's great. So now you can see like the real constellation, you can see it more clearly. So I don't need to go that far, like I can go like there, maybe, and you will see the constellation. And that's it. So that's what I want to do. That's what I need to do, basically. It's really, like, it's interesting because when I do that, you can see the colors of the stars get like more intense. But yeah. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is just try to make this 0.5, okay. And so yeah, let's see what happens here. And you know what? I'm also set constellation, so this happens one time, okay, so that's fine. I guess that's fine for every star, yeah. And then they move with curve, that's just a lerp, so that's totally fine, totally fine, totally fine. So like I want to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I think that's going to be the stream. So I will do a couple more things, which is, first of all, once I think manage decoration stars. So I need to do something, okay, so I'm going to do like normal P is going to be yeah, it's not going to do that. It's going to see, let's say, inverse t, because this goes from 0 to 1. No, it goes from 1 to 0. Okay. And then inverse t is going to be used here too. So I'm going to say float t. And then, right here, what I have to do is basically, I think this could look cool, but we'll see. So set in front, and then I'm going to say public void set alpha, okay, and float alpha, and then I'm going to say sprite rend. The color is going to be, am I setting the color to, yeah, I'm setting, yeah, but that's fine. I think all of them are white, so that's going to be new color. It's going to be 111 alpha. Okay. So here I can say decoration stars. Okay. Dot set alpha, and this is going to be T. That's it. So, oh yeah, but it can be like float alpha. It has to go from 1 to, let's say, from 1 to 0.3 maybe, and it's going to use T, and then alpha, okay? So let's see what happens right now. what should happen is, as you move forward, stars are going to get more and more transparent, okay? And the real stars from the constellation are going to start showing and then position themselves like around here, this zone maybe, and then that's it. So let's see if that works. Okay, so perfect, and then just do that and see what happens. I can even do this. It's going to look better. Okay. Okay, so maybe 0.3 is not too, like, yeah, maybe. Also, this one looks weird. What's happening there? Oh, so it's, yeah, I see. Okay, anyways, let's see. So stars, sprite, what? 0.3 should be the, so every star is at the same value? No, these ones are, so yeah, some of them are not really dimmed down, and maybe, so what's happening here is basically this is being set based on P, and this is not being set to all of the stars. So this, yeah, you know what, I think, yeah, so maybe, yeah, but this is such a big, like, maybe I can do by multiplied by 2, so it goes like twice as fast. Maybe that works. Let's see. And if this works, then I will be trying to make the connection, okay? Okay, so that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. So let me see here what happens, what's happening. So sprite, yeah, that's 0.3. I think maybe we should go like lower, even lower. 0.2. Let's see. I will just disable that because it's really annoying. So let's see what happens now. Okay, traveling, then it starts getting darker. Okay, the stars. Okay, that looks interesting for sure. I think that looks really interesting. Yeah. So now what should happen is basically they should get connected, and yeah, that's basically what should happen. But like But you know what? You know what? I think I would like to like so I think that's fine. I want to refine it even more, but right now I'm just going to oh yeah, but the connection to the constellation and all of that, maybe yeah, it could take like a bit of time, so I think I'm going to end the stream right now, okay? And I'm going to continue on the next stream. So I think what we have right now is great. And I'm not sure, receive a constellation coordinate, traverse there or the mother. So yeah, we don't really, like, we have to revise this task thing because I'm not doing the right thing, I think. So anyways, I think we're at a great stopping point. So yeah, I'm going to finish the stream right now. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you to everyone who came and said hi on Twitch chat and also on YouTube chat. And thank you very much for watching again. Don't forget to join the Discord. Don't forget to join the Discord. You can get notifications there from when I go live. And also you can share your stuff there too. So yeah. Sorry, I was seeing some weird glitch on Twitch chat, so now it's fixed. So yeah, anyways, thank you very, very much for for stopping by, for watching, for everything, and don't forget to join the Discord, and that's it for the stream. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.